That a hit and run. Let's see if you know the rules. We can't get out of this truck. What's the difference? We're driving an empty.
All right, that's just straight. Going the wrong way up a one-way street. And hit a pedestrian yet.
It wasn't us. It was a hit run.
Now, now, wait a minute, Sarge. Well, get the car. Take your hat. Get the car.
What goes on here?
Just get in the car. Okay, John.
Well, here they come. 7:10, right on schedule.
I'll let him in, Frank.
You give him the loot.
United Transfer. You ready for us?
You bet. You fellas sure get up early. Hey, you have to sign for these first, you know.
Sure. Sorry, Frank. Keep back. Keep back.
Dell! Dell! I'll call the police.
For most attorneys, an occasional out-of-town business trip is a nice break in his normal daily routine. I was returning from one such trip, happy to be home again, when I noticed a man who seemed to be in trouble.
No, give us a slip. Oh, come on, fellas. I just got out today, 20 years. What can I tell you?
What about the Reliance job?
Yeah, that's the gift. You guys crazy? I wasn't even here.
You were behind the walls. We know that, but Frank wasn't.
What?
Just found Frank Richards. He was working at Reliance.
He had nothing to do with it.
Yeah? Well, they arrested him. Once for double parking.
They haven't even tried him yet. So what?
He's going down to see Nelson. Think of this story.
Great. Ex-con sees son. First time in... Shut up, both of you. Take it. Thanks a lot, mister. Share it with me, mister.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Nelson, I didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Mr. Maris, I look up who you are. I need help. I don't know where else to go.
Yes, I heard the reporters.
I found out that the police have a tail on me. They think I'm mixed up in the Reliance heist.
But you were in prison.
Yeah, I know, but I'm supposed to have planned the whole job for myself.
Did you? Did you have anything to do with the Reliance job?
No, Mr. Maris, I didn't have anything to do with the Reliance job, and neither did my son Frank. Len Boyer set it up. Look, Len Boyer was my right-hand man 20 years ago. I used to plan the jobs, and he'd handle the details. Now, just before I was nailed, I was planning an armored car job very much like the Reliance deal. Get it?
I'm not sure I do.
Well, look, what I'm trying to tell you, Len Boyer must have hung onto the plans. I wrote them down, see? And when he found the right setup, he used them.
And this setup just happened to involve your son, Frank?
No. Boyer picked the setup because Frank worked there. So the police would tie me into it. Don't you see? He's afraid of me. And he wants me out of the way.
You think Frank was framed, then?
Somebody else fingered that job, Mr. Maris.
What does Frank say?
I don't know.
You mean you haven't been to see him yet?
No, I wanted to make a deal first. I want you to represent him.
I haven't the time.
Look, Mr. Maris, do you have any idea at all what it's like to be locked up for 20 years? They got $112,000 in their Reliance deal. Believe me, I wouldn't spend one more day behind walls for $100 million. Please, Mr. Maris.
I'd like to hear what a friend of mine thinks of your story.
Dell, the girl, the two clerks, the real armored guard, and the driver. They gave us the details. You were locked up, but it was your plan that they used, and it was your son.
Look, Lieutenant, I told you. The job was pulled according to my old plans. Every step, the detour, the squad car, the phony guards, the whole bit. Boy, you only made one change.
Yes. One of the hoods apologized to your son for sapping him.
No, that was in the plan. Putting some honest John on the spot that way, so you guys wouldn't suspect the real inside man.
What was the change then?
Shooting that clerk, Arthur Dell. Never happened on any of my jobs.
That's true. That I remember.
And you still don't think that Boyer...
I think that Boyer's clean. He's a legitimate businessman who runs a lumber yard.
Oh, that crumb. Run a lumber yard.
Knock it off, Nelson. You're trying to get rid of Boyer because he helped put you away.
No, it's just the other way around. He wants me to stand up because he's afraid I'm going to fix it for ratting on me.
Boyer turned state witness at his trial. Got off with 3 years.
You took it for granted he was in the clear?
No, I checked him out. I got a pretty fair memory. And the more I studied this case, the more familiar it started to look.
You're satisfied Boyer wasn't involved?
Can't think of any reason he would be. He's knocking down 50, 60 grand a year. Took 7 or 8 men to pull that Reliance job. We're going to get one of them sooner or later. And then we'll tie you to it, you and Frank.
Okay. So why don't I confess now?
And get Frank to name the rest of them off. The DA would like that very much. No. Who knows? You might get off with 5 to 10. Frank might even do better. What do you think?
Look, Lieutenant, if Frank had anything to do with that job, he'll talk. I'll see to that personally. And if it turns out he did have something to do with that job, I'll confess too.
To what?
Anything. Anything he wants. Won't make any difference to me.
Nelson. I'm going with you.
You think Frank's innocent?
I think you are.
You heard me straight, Frank. Were you in on it? Answer me, talk. What did I raise a dummy?
What did you raise? Why do you think I changed my name? For crying out loud, don't you realize?
Don't you turn away from me.
I should have a long time ago. Instead, I nearly drove Mom crazy till the day she died, asking her about you, trying to get her to write to you for me.
It was her idea.
She wanted me to forget you. I never told her I used to work after school to earn enough money to buy you things.
Okay, Frank. We'll talk about that some other time. Were you in on that job?
We'll talk about it now. I have been waiting for 20 years.
Frank, we're trying to beat a rap. It's not going to be easy.
You ought to know. You're the expert.
Okay, give me a straight answer. I'm your father.
Thanks for remembering.
Don't talk to me that way, Frank.
Wait for me in Weston's office.
Frank, did you have to wind up like this?
Go on.
Grown so old. So old.
You were pretty hard on the kid.
No matter what I said, he had no right to talk to me.
Frank
that way.
wasn't in on it. I'm almost certain. I found him out on that deal of Weston. A good deal. 3 years maybe instead of 15 to 20. A guilty man would buy it. He just got sore.
Boyer framed him.
Boyer's in the clear. I think we'll have to go along with Weston on that.
All right. Maybe he didn't actually set up the job, but I'll take Bookie knows who did. And he'll tell me. I'll make him.
I'll go along with you.
Hello, Johnny.
My lawyer, Mr. Mattis.
Mr. Boyer?
You in trouble again? Already?
I'm here about my boy. The Reliance job.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the police and I really went round and round on that one. What do you want, Johnny?
Something you're real good at. Information.
Oh, now, look, Johnny. There was no need in both of us going after 20 years. I didn't plan our last job.
I know you didn't. You didn't plan the Reliance job either. You wouldn't know where to start. But you do know who used my plan. Who'd you sell him to?
What are you talking about? I'm not with it anymore, Johnny. I'm in business for myself. I built it up from nothing.
Who'd you sell it to? Come on, Nelson. Come on. Come on.
Where have you two been?
He knows who framed Frank.
He's not the only one. The inside man must know, too. He might be a lot easier to crack.
Who'll finger him for us?
He works at Reliance, obviously. Frank may be able to help smoke him out.
Okay. I'll give it 1 week. Just one more week, Mr. Mattis. Then I'll take care of Boyer myself. Nobody's going to keep my kid in jail. So long, Mr. Mattis.
Johnny Nelson's intentions were very good, but they weren't likely to help his son any, or himself. Frank was my one hope for clearing them both.
But there were 3 other people working with me that day beside Artie Dell.
The girl, Susan Coles, and the 2 men clerks, Thayer and Collins.
Right. So why all the interest in Dell?
Well, the girl didn't know when the bus was due, did she?
Neither did Thayer or Collins.
You didn't tip him off, did you?
No.
Then who's left?
But Artie likes his job. He told me it's the best one he's had since he got out of the Army.
What else has he done?
Oh, he's worked all over town. Movie houses, junkyards, gas stations, department stores.
Does he gamble? Go to the races? That can keep a man poor.
Dell tried to stop them. They shot him.
And they slugged you. It could all be part of the same plan, like, sorry, Frank.
You mean Dell planned to get shot?
Oh, maybe that was part of the plan he didn't know about. The girl said he seemed more surprised than anything else. It's going to be very interesting to find out.
Mr. Maris, you're a lawyer, huh?
One of the few occupations you haven't tried yet, Mr. Dow.
Yeah, you've been checking on me. Have you found anything important?
Well, not yet. Oh, I meant to ask you. How's the leg? Must have been a pretty bad wound at that range.
I was lucky. The bullet just creased me. I'll be out of here in a day or two.
Lieutenant Weston know that?
Why?
Well, look, the hoodlum that shot you hasn't been caught yet. You're a real danger to him as long as you're around to identify him and his partner.
You're kidding.
Weston isn't. He'll have a guard on you night and day when you get out of here until they're arrested.
They won't come gunning for me.
You were wrong once, you know.
Yeah. I mean, they won't want to hurt me.
Well, I wouldn't be too sure about that.
Maris? Nelson. How you doing?
Making some headway, I think. You behaving yourself?
Laying off Boyer, you mean?
Yes.
I've staked out across the street from his place watching every move he makes.
Have you seen anything?
Not a thing. Coming or going. It's a wonder he stays in business.
Nelson, how long have you been staked out there?
4th day.
But you must have noticed some activity in that time. Shipments, deliveries.
Nothing to speak of. You know what I think? I think he gave Weston the snow job. 50 grand a year. Lucky if he makes 5.
Weston checked his books.
Yeah, well, you better check him again. And listen, he's got just 3 days to do it in. Goodbye, Mr. Maris. You weren't fooling me. You really believe those hoods are out to get me?
That's why we're here.
To talk about guarding you.
You must be fooling.
They weren't fooling when they shot you.
You just don't understand yet, do you? They meant to kill you. They have no idea of splitting even a nickel with you. Now get this through your head, even though it wasn't in the plan.
What are you talking about?
Len Boyer, the junk man. You worked for him. You were working for him at Reliance when those gunmen double-crossed you.
You did work for Len Boyer, didn't you?
When he had the junkyard, yeah, but that's all.
What was your share? A 7th? An 8th? Don't bother. They'll probably split it up.
Get out of here. Not you. I want to talk with you about guarding me.
I'm with him.
I'd have sworn he'd have made some move by now.
He looks scared enough. When's he getting out of the hospital?
Today sometime. Hello?
Nelson again, Maris. Haven't heard from you lately. How come?
Well, I haven't had anything to report.
Had a week.
It'll be any time now.
Yeah, well, I'm through waiting.
Nelson, I'm warning you.
Boyer knows who framed my boy. One way or another, I'm going to make him tell me.
Nelson, listen.
What's on his mind?
He's after Boyer. You better have him picked up.
I'll do it myself.
Now, let's go.
Not the next time.
There won't be a next time, Boyer. You're going to talk. You're going to tell me who framed Frank. Come with me. Come on. Get up there, man.
Take him. It'll be self-defense. Hold it, everybody. Drop the gun.
You two, Nelson, throw it down. Now come up here. You two.
You hurt?
Not bad. All right, let's get in the office.
Hey, wait a minute. Big idea.
I don't want to wait out here for the wagon, you?
I want to phone my lawyer.
Well, be my guest. So,
Yeah, that's right, Jerry. Self-defense. Good. I'll be waiting for you. No, I'm in the office minding my own business, and this madman comes in with a gun. Yeah, he tried to kill me. No, I got outside, and Mac took a shot at him. I had to, he killed me. Great, get over here right away. All right.
Len, why did I get shot? It wasn't in the plan.
it sure wasn't.
That's a fine thing, Pop. Just can't forget your old hooligan ways, can you? Go out and get yourself all shot up for nothing at all.
You tried to. Nothing at all.